Hey, welcome to Press Start, where we take it from concept to console. And here we have Ahmed Helwany. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are?
Sure. Thank you, Jeff. My name is Ahmed Helwany. I'm a content creator, game designer, and an AR and VR consultant. We work in multiple industries, and I've developed multiple games as well on the side. So yeah, that's
what would you say, like in general, with these three, right, takes most of the focus out of, let's say, content creation and VR AR consultancy, all of it?
Of course, the content creation is a lifetime journey. It takes time because you need to put a decent amount of effort in trying to bring the most important points to your audience, right? And also benefiting them. So if your content is not beneficial, then what's the point of it?
Fair enough. I mean, a lot of people do sort of, especially in the doom scrolling sort of thing, see it as, oh, okay, why am I consuming this again and again? So would you say your content is more informational, or would you say it's entertainment, maybe a bit of both?
Look, I try to keep my identity in all of the videos, but my main focus is always to benefit the viewer as much as I can. So if you have seen one of my videos, I use the green screen filter, right? Yeah. And I jump straight to the information, straight to the fact which the person who's interested in viewing the video wants to know. So I focus on this, but from time to time, it wouldn't harm to share some moments of your life.
Fair enough. I mean, a lot of people also do see it as like almost a window into your life, but I guess a lot of what you do is revolving around the content you make. So that makes sense. But what's the journey you took regarding going from where you were to content creation where you are today?
That's a good question. I started off as an AI engineer. I graduated back in 2023. And then I built a game because it was just my passion. Honestly, I was really enthusiastic and passionate about learning how games get developed. And then I made up a really short demo of a horror game which has the style of the PlayStation 1 games. After that, I realized that there's no one to play my game. And then I started shifting my focus from building the game to benefiting other game developers. And this is where I created a community on the site called GDev with the help of a lot of our colleagues and leaders in the community itself. This community just focuses on bringing the benefit to all of these people. After that came the even more wider, bigger idea, which is to start the journey in content creation. And this is where I wanted to benefit not only the communities here, but everywhere. And I tried to focus on the technologies that I wished someone had taught me before I learned how to develop the game.
So the goal sort of is to inspire people to create things and also show them that, well, game development, game design, and just games in general aren't as complicated as they seem at first.
Right.
Fair enough.
They are complicated, but let's skip that.
I mean, like, especially when people enter a game jam at first, that first entry, like I remember my first game jam, it was insane. The first game jam I attended was also one I organized.
Nice, okay.
It was a horrible combination, but it was also a lot of people's first game jam. And when you first enter, and you don't know anything about programming, design, or anything, you're just there for ideas, but then you get right in the thick of it and you start to figure out what the whole process is.
What is happening here?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, when they enter one, they keep going again and again and again because it's very fun to just like see the whole process and to work with a team. But regarding working with a team and all, what tools, workflows, habits, what sort of things do you really use when it comes to either content creation or game design that you maybe want to highlight to the audience?
Right, so the main idea is that simplicity always wins, right? We're not talking about like very big games here that are similar to Call of Duty or Spider-Man or whatever. We're talking about like indie games, right? Small games, small scope games. And for this, the main thing is the Git. Of course, you know, the controlling version software for the game, where it allows everyone to kind of collaborate in the same time. There's also another software people don't know about, but it's quite used in bigger studios like Disney and Marvel, all of these. It's related to the Omniverse, which NVIDIA has launched, and it allows the designers to have the access to the environment all at once in the same time. So you're a 3D artist, you have a VFX artist, you have their environment and lighting artist. Everyone works on the same scene. This is where time gets saved and cost effectively, you know? So there are lots of technologies coming up in this field. The main one is Git, and from Git starts. You can just go and find your way to bigger and bigger tools and softwares.
I think I remember early on, like, was it NVIDIA who revealed Omniverse, or was it something else?
NVIDIA.
Yeah. They were doing the whole showcase for their RTX GPUs and everything, and they're like, there's Omniverse, but also next to it, they showed the ray traced, I think, Elder Scrolls or something.
Yes.
Yeah, at the time, I don't think any like small developers were like, whoa, Omniverse is this big thing. But I think, like you said, it's mostly the much bigger studios that are like, wow, we can now actually work on things.
Exactly. So I think if you're a solo game developer, you wouldn't make use out of Omniverse, frankly speaking. You need to become a super huge studio for you to use the Omniverse effectively. Otherwise, you're going to waste time for nothing, frankly.
Okay, and now we have a little bit of a trivia question, right? You might have known about this, but this is very simple and might be a little bit of a guess unless you're aware of these numbers. What platform became the first to surpass 100 million active gaming content viewers per month?
Gaming content viewers?
Yes. It could be any kind, whether it's live stream or just, general views. What platform was it?
Twitch?
No.
TikTok.
It was YouTube Gaming. If you remember, YouTube at one point had this like offshoot of like the website where it was like, here's specifically the gaming part, and then they brought it back to regular.
I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, they basically said, okay, a majority of our views are like 100 million views on like some random Minecraft video or something. So let's put them all in one place. And they made YouTube Gaming, and then they made YouTube live streams.
Nice.
And now we're back to just YouTube being YouTube. It's weird. But they were the first to hit 100 million somehow. And then I think Twitch hit it like a year after, if you remember those Fortnite streams and all that kind of stuff.
Twitch became famous after YouTube. Nice.
Yeah, it was
That's
insane.
A new fact. I never knew that.
Yeah, because YouTube wanted to, I guess, capitalize off of Twitch having like small streams and so on, and eventually Twitch would stream all these esports and everything, and YouTube was like, okay, we have all these gaming YouTubers. Exactly.
Throw them out.
Stream over here. They even at one point offered, I think, exclusive contracts or something like that. But it was insane. But now they've pivoted to more of a general thing. But besides the point, when it comes to this sort of stuff, right, have there been any sort of big streamers or content creators you've wanted to work with and maybe you have worked with in this space, especially around the Middle East?
Yes. So because of the events I attend, right, and the gaming launches and all of these sort of events that happen here in the region, I got to be closer with a lot of great content creators such as Bashar KK and Abdullah Reviews and a lot of amazing guys. And even with us in the GDev community, we have great guys like Tamim, Ala, and Ala Al-Kurdi, and a lot of other guys. All of these people are super passionate about games. I'm always happy to work with them on anything. So stay tuned.
Okay, fair enough. Where was I? Fair enough. I guess keep an eye on that. But for the most part, when it comes to the content you create, how do you decide, especially with the audiences that you have in all those platforms, where and what to post, whether it's long form, short form, reviews, commentary, like how do you know what to put out?
I take the entire idea from applying it on me. So if I find by coincidence someone on LinkedIn posted an amazing tool that no one knows about, I'll just, if that benefited me where I am right now, it's gonna benefit other people. So I end up just sharing the benefit that I just learned about in a super simple way that keeps the attention of the viewer, basically. So I always focus on the short form, for now at least, because I don't want the attention to be wasted of the viewer. I just want him to be straight to the point. You know, this is the tool, it does 1, 2, 3, get it here.
Okay, fair enough. Well, when it comes to your audiences, especially the ones you mentioned, you said your audiences span a lot of countries as well.
Yes.
How do you cater your content when it comes to different cultures and tastes, especially around this region?
Unfortunately, you cannot control, at least from my experience, you cannot control where your video will be famous, okay? But this is mainly driven by the passion of people, right? So it means the people there are looking for more information in this field that you're looking for, or you're sharing content about, basically. And just focus on bringing the value to the viewer. And when it comes to my audience, I mainly focused on the mechanics and the techniques I just told you about a couple of minutes ago. And apparently it became focused suddenly in Saudi Arabia, in Algeria, in Lebanon, Syria, and in Jordan, right? And so it means, from my understanding, is that these areas are where people are mainly more interested to know about game development, basically. So it depends also on the people themselves, right?
So it's more of just look into where you want your content to be, not necessarily in terms of, I guess, oh, this place will like this content more or something, but more of like, what do I want to show them? What do I want to give them?
Exactly.
That makes sense. Well, when it comes to all these different things that you balance, how do you balance content creation with game design, collaboration, consultancy? Like, how does it all fit into each other?
That's you hit right on spot. The question is a really good one. Yeah, bro. فتحت لي كل الجروح علي.
I mean, you can be honest. If you want, you can share a story as well.
I mean, look, I screw up a lot of times. You know, if you look at my content right now, I haven't been posting for the past month because of the amount of a workload that I'm in, right? The working in the community takes time, the consultancy takes time, and the development, like the self-development and whether it's doing your own game, participating in a course, whatever, all of this takes time. So when you focus on multiple things, you have to leave something out. There has got to be some compromises. But then also you're not gonna be all the time busy with this thing. So the moment you become a little bit free, you shift your focus back to the other one. You know? And it's like it's gonna continuously change, and how you adapt to this change is how you find the perfect balance in your lifestyle. Yeah,
you figure out what to prioritize.
Exactly.
That makes sense. I mean, a lot of time, especially with, like on my end, I feel the same thing because I'm also a content creator, and at one point I didn't post for around 6 months. It was hell. But eventually when you get sort of an idea for something you really want to make, it comes through and then you're able to fully put out a video, and it's something you're eventually proud of. You know what I mean? But on a final note, what sort of advice or what sort of cautious tale or story would you like to give the audience in terms of what you've learned because of where you are today?
If you don't believe in yourself, no one will. Basically, as simple as that. Because believing in yourself means that you're gonna put enough effort to show everyone what you believe in. And if you don't believe in this idea in the first place, then no one is ever gonna believe you.
That makes sense. I mean, a lot of it is also like the idea of, do you know where you want to be? As in, like, why are you doing what you're doing?
Look, I ask myself this question a lot of times, but I try to not overthink it and just live the moment. I'm not saying don't plan for your future. I'm just saying do what you can do right now, okay? And
do what you can with what you have and hope for the best.
Bro, okay. So I will just repeat, okay? Yeah. So my point is, you don't have to overthink the future. What you can basically do is just live the moment, okay? Focus on what you can do now and how you can improve tomorrow. By focusing on tomorrow, but not the future years, for example, you're gonna see yourself already put on a path which is gonna take you to even a better future than you imagined, right? So you just have to focus about tomorrow and the moment.
Fair enough. I mean, small steps eventually get you there.
Yes.
Well, on a final note, again, is there anything you would like to promote, anything you'd like to share with the audience, anything at all?
Follow GDev.
Please
we're supporting, Jeff is with us, okay? And we're supporting all of the game developers, artists, designers, and studio owners, content creators. We're supporting everyone, not only here, but also in the entire MENA region. Our main goal is just to benefit you guys as much as we can. So if you don't follow us, you're gonna miss something.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot to learn. We showcase a lot, including, you know, a lot of game developers, studios, like he said, everything you can imagine regarding the game dev industry, not just in the UAE, but all over the Middle East. But that's been it. This has been Press Start with Ahmed and Helwany. And remember to never stop learning.